Hey guys, index card today, day 19 and 20. I'm starting out on a piece of watercolor paper that I have some flowers, white heat embossed on, and the flowers are from the Tim Holtz Flower Garden stamp set. And I'm just showing you the watercoloring that I did with one of the flowers, but I do several. I have some Lindy's Stamp Gang in Cosmopolitan Pink, and then I also have an Arteza Real Brush marker. And the Arteza markers don't have like names or numbers or anything, but this one's just like a peachy kind of orangey color. And when I do watercoloring like this, I just go over the whole flower with the light color, and then I add some of that darker color in the base of the petals to make them look dimensional and like there's lights and shadows. And then I also did those leaves in gray, but I don't end up using them. And then for these flowers here, I have them heat embossed in gold, and I've seen several people do the gold heat embossing with the tea and then making them the flowers teal, which I think is so pretty and looks so elegant, and I wanted to try it too. So I'm using a Zig Clean Color Real Brush marker, and the color is turquoise green. And then I'm also going to use some Tibetan Poppy Teal Lindy's Stamp Gang spray. And I'm doing the same thing, going over the whole thing with the light color and then concentrating my color towards the center. And then to start out on the background of my card, I'm spraying some of that Cosmopolitan Pink all over the background and spraying it with water to get a real light color. And then I have this stencil here that I cut out on my Cricut electronic die cutting machine. It's just thin stripes. And I just cut it out of paper. I think my blade might be dull or something because I was having a really hard time cutting out of acetate. So I just cut it out of paper, and it'll last once or twice, but it doesn't matter because I can just go ahead and cut another one. And then I have a mixture of a light gray color of paint, and I used the Handmade Modern craft paint in slate, and Handmade Modern is a Target brand of craft paint, and then I just mixed it with white to get a lighter gray. And I'm gonna go over the whole background with the stripes. And then I'm gonna start on working how I want my composition of flowers to go. And as I'm looking at it, I thought maybe I would like to add some vintage book text just in the background, peeking out a little bit. And this card I actually started last year, and I just put the book text on a little tiny bit of gesso, like dry brushed all over, and then I never did anything else with it, so I thought I'd use it today. And I also have the edges of that book text card roughed up with the Tim Holtz Distress tool. And then I'm also going to use some vellum leaves, and they just help fill in some of the space, but because they're vellum and you can see through them, they're not, they're very subtle. And then I'm checking to see if the stamp I want to use, the sentiment I want to use, is going to fit. And then I do some background stamping with the Finnabair Messy Script or Messy Text stamp and some Ranger Archival Letter It ink in Shadow Gray. And one of my flowers I'm going to pop up on some fun foam for a little added dimension, and then I can tuck some of the other flowers behind it. And you can see what I mean in the lower left-hand corner there. If I wouldn't have added that vellum leaf, it just was a little bit of empty space that looked a little awkward. So the leaf helps to fill that in. I'm going to put my sentiment down again just to make sure it fits while I finish off adhering the rest of my flowers, and I'm using Glossy Accents as an adhesive. And then I'm going to stamp my sentiment with some black StazOn ink. And it says there's beauty and simplicity. This is from Tim Holtz stamp set, one of the clear stamp sets. And then to finish it off, I'm going to add some of my favorite clear droplets. Several people have asked me where I got them from. I got mine. I know you can get them lots of different places, but I got mine from catscrappiness.com, and I got them in 3 different sizes, and the shipping was super duper fast, and I was really happy with that, which is always good because I hate waiting. But so I'll link her site down below in the description box so you can check them out if you want them to get some of those as well. And you know they're my favorite. I love to add them on everything. So for my second card, I'm gonna do it pretty similar to the first card. Like I mentioned in my last video, when I do 2 cards together, I like them to be a little different, but pretty much the same. So I did the stripes going the other direction. I added that same stamping. I added the vellum leaves and the same sentiment and the clear droplets. And the only difference, other than the stripes going the other way, is that I didn't add any of that vintage book text to the background. So that's it for my cards today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye, guys.